Hello there guys and welcome back to 100% Chelsea 4. Today a rather serious video. As you may have realised, after the Manchester City game there have been rumours going around or reports going around that we could be facing a point deduction because we've been failing to control our players' behaviour on the pitch for a certain amount of times, and that the FA pretty much have had enough of it. Even Antonio Conte was asked about this after in the post-match press conference after the victory against West Brom. First of all, if you haven't heard about it, I'm just going to run you through a few facts. Then I'm going to talk about what Conte said, what his reply was, what several papers have said is most likely going to happen now, and at the end I'm going to give you my opinion on it. So pretty much what it started off with, obviously, as you know, after the Man City game with Aguero fouling David Luiz, and then obviously this big brawl on the pitch with Chalobah pushing over Aguero, and then everyone getting together, even people, coaching staff and players off the substitute bench came, to be involved, kind of thing. Both teams have been charged. There has been no fine, or they haven't said yet how much we have to pay or what exactly happens, obviously, because we haven't had to pay or we haven't had a point deduction, whatever one it will be. The times we were charged for it, which, why they think it's been happening too many times. It started off with, or the last that it's sort of recorded, not recorded, but it's difficult. So the last incident that is being involved in why it's been happening too many times. So that started off with against Everton in February 2015, with the late 1-0 winner by Willian. I'm not sure if you remember. But there was a big scrap going on, Ivanovic grabbing McCarthy around the neck like this kind of thing. And we had to pay £30,000 for that. Charged, fine, no big deal, generally. Then against Arsenal in September 2015, we had to pay £40,000. I think that was the game where Diego Costa got banned after the game, but not during the game. And I think Gabriel saw a red card during the game. Against West Ham, just a month later, we were fined again with £50,000 when Emmanuel Matic got sent off. Jose Mourinho and one other member of our coaching staff got sent to the stands. Then in January, this year in 2016, we got charged against West Brom. I'm not 100% sure what happened there. Didn't really manage to find that out. But we got charged and fined £65,000. And then obviously, which will probably be in all of your heads, against Tottenham in May 2016, we all know what happened there, and we got fined a staggering £290,000, which got actually reducted from £375,000 after we made an appeal. After that is what apparently the FA Commission even considered a point deduction then, but decided against it. Sorry, I'm just reading notes off. Because we were not given a final warning ahead of that Spurs game ever. So that's why they decided against it. But according to the BBC, also after that Spurs game, we weren't given a final warning. So it sounds a bit strange to me. But yeah, you probably all remember that Spurs game. Spurs received 9 yellow cards, which was a record amount of yellow cards in a game. And, Dembele grabbing Diego Costa's eyes or eye-gouging. Diego Costa got a 6-match ban for that. And it was properly kicking off in the game. You all remember after kickoff, Gus Hiddink falling over in the dugout, being pushed over by accidentally, not accidentally, whatever it was. But still, it's, And then obviously now, this time against Man City, apparently the FA Commission said after that incident against Tottenham, the time can, and I quote, the time cannot be too far distant when a commission conducts the only proper sanction is a point deduction or reduction. As in, if things like this keep happening, at one point we will face a point deduction. Apparently, Chelsea are aware of this, and again, apparently have asked for a personal hearing with the FA. That has not been confirmed by the by the BBC or whatever. There's just rumours that they were hearing. It's just, according to the Telegraph, I think it was the Telegraph, what they suggest or what they think is going to happen is that both teams, as in Manchester City and Chelsea, obviously just about Chelsea for us, are going to be fined heavily, but there will be no point deduction, which is most likely what's going to happen. But obviously, if things like this keep happening, there's still the threat of a point deduction. Talking about what Antonio Conte said or replied after he was being asked by a journalist in the post-match press conference yesterday after West Bromwich game. Pretty much his first reply was, "Are you joking?" What he was getting from is, and he explained it as well, you have to differentiate when you're at fault or when the other team is at fault, you're reacting. We all know what happened against Manchester City. Aguero fouled David Luiz in terrible manner. Yes, Chalobah came over and pushed him over, but he pushed him to the floor. He didn't almost kill or end his career pretty much, which could have happened with Aguero's tackle. And then obviously Fernandinho grabbing Cesc Fabregas by the neck. Yes, Fabregas gave him a little slap and this and that, and they're not saying all our players were completely innocent. But even Diego Costa was running over, but to be a peacemaker, not to be involved in the incident as in fighting. And Antonio Conte definitely has got a point there. And coming to my opinion, I don't want to talk about the incident that happened too long ago, but I want to talk about the last two. Again, at Manchester City, and I completely agree with Antonio Conte. Yes, we were involved, but it wasn't our fault. So, if Aguero didn't make that tackle, things like this wouldn't have happened. So obviously the starting point of the whole thing was Manchester City or Manchester City player. And what I personally can't agree with is, should Chalobah or other players just accept David Luiz being kicked in the head or kicked in the knee, with the studs up, and then Fabregas just, you just let everything happen. We're not 5-year-old kids being attacked by 15-year-old kids. That's not how football works. There are men on the pitch. There are men with pride. There are men with passion. Who are full of adrenaline in that moment, because it's a big game. It's not as easy as apparently the FA think it's. Let's just control yourself. It's not like we killed anyone. It's not like we physically injured anyone. The only one who injured someone or almost injured someone was Aguero, not any Chelsea player. And then talking about the Tottenham game, everyone criticised Tottenham after that. All they were trying to do was kill us in the second half, especially after we equalised. They didn't even try to bloody score another goal to keep their title chances alive. They simply tried to kill us. Dembele, as I said, grabbing Diego Costa's eye. Terrible challenges against Eden Hazard, against Willian, against Diego Costa. They received 9 yellow cards in that game. And then we get charged, and then we almost apparently, we could have faced the point deduction then. And our fine was about 100 grand bigger than Tottenham's fine. Yes, because it was then the 5th fine that we received sort of in a shorter amount of time, less than 18 months. But still, I simply cannot agree with it. Yes, Mourinho doing what he did against West Ham, some stupid things, and what Ivanovic did against Everton, grabbing McCarthy around the neck. I do accept those kind of charges, and I do accept that that's absolutely not okay. But also another thing that you have to consider, now we have a different manager, and this game was in December, so since August until December, nothing happened under the new manager. So and again, under this new manager, it wasn't us who provoked the incident. So I simply cannot agree with us possibly facing a point deduction. Whether I think it's possible or not, what I've read, what I've found out, is that it is a possibility, but apparently the possibility is quite slim now. Of course, if anything like this happens again, the possibility, gets bigger and bigger the more often it happens. But as Antonio Conte said, he even replied, we're working in all areas of the game, also in this area of keeping calm and stuff. And you can see with Diego Costa, he hasn't received his 5th yellow card in, I think it's 10 games now. Or was it 10 games? I'm not 100% sure, but a lot of games anyway, since I think he received his 4th yellow card against Arsenal when we lost 3-0. So it's something pointing in the direction of our discipline improving generally, not just Diego Costa, but the whole team. And also, you have to, I don't understand it. Why is City not facing anything like that? Yes, it happened a few times, but 2 of those few times happened because the other team provoked it. That's not okay. I simply cannot agree with it. Just have to mention, if I did miss anything out, if I said something that is apparently wrong, I do apologise for that. I just did my research. I didn't have the most amount of time. If I did get anything wrong and, better or, different things, please let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole story. I felt like we should do a video about it because, maybe some people haven't heard about it. and it's something that we should, every Chelsea fan should be wary of. But yeah, as I said, it doesn't look like we're gonna be facing a point deduction, but there is still a slight chance that we do, or we could receive a point deduction. I don't think we will, but there's still this chance. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say. So again, if you have anything else to add to that, if you think I'm wrong somewhere, whatever, and also, just leave me your opinion. All of that down in the comments below. I really want to get a conversation going, and I want to know all of your opinions on the whole matter, because in my opinion, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, that's it. Leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I know it's a bit of a depressing video today. Tomorrow we're going to upload one, maybe two previews for the Sunderland game on Wednesday. And then, yeah, but we're going to go from there. Like, it's really sad, and it's also really annoying me. Like, the team is doing so well, 9 wins on the trot, and every single time something stupid has to be brought up by the media. Not just the media, but the FA. Like, it is the FA that's bringing this bullshit up. 2 weeks ago, obviously the FA didn't bring that up, but with the sex abuse thing, it's all coming out when we're playing so well. It's just like, it's distracting from how good we're actually doing at the moment. And now even this, like, I don't really know what's going to happen. I hope it all turns out okay. And I'm positive that it will. But yeah, all we can do is say up to Chelsea. It don't matter what happens, and even if they want to deduct us points, let's just win the league anyway, because we're that bloody good. But yeah, that's it from me. Up to Chelsea, and I'll see you next time.